Justin Fields was hurt during today's game, injuring his right hand or wrist while being taken down from behind. He took a brutal beating during today's game and was ruled out. He was pressured on a season-high 65% of his dropbacks, but was getting rid of the ball quicker than he has at any point in time during this season, releasing the ball in just 2.66 seconds on average. Fields completed 3 of 6 passes for 10 yards and an interception when under pressure before having to leave the game due to an injury in the third quarter. He took x-rays and they came back negative, but Fields was having a hard time gripping the ball in the locker room. He wanted to come back into the game, but the coaches held him out. They took an MRI for further evaluation and should have those results tomorrow. The x-rays coming back negative means they did not see any broken bones, which is good news. The MRI will check for ligament damage and more. There is a small possibility that an MRI could reveal a small fracture undetected by the x-ray. I am not a doctor and really don't know anything about these kind of injuries, just what I've found out from Google and doing research. Anyone with more detailed information, feel free to comment below. Tyson Bagent got his first taste of NFL action and had 2 turnovers in short time, severely underthrowing DJ Moore on a first down pass in the red zone that was intercepted. He also lost a fumble that was returned for a touchdown. The good news is this Bears defense stepped up again. They held the Vikings to just 12 points on offense. We also outgained the Vikings in total yardage and had a chance to win this game late. It was simply a huge mistake by Tyson Bagent. You can't throw an interception on first down in the red zone. Our run game was pounding the Vikings defense, and the young undrafted rookie threw the game away. It was tough to see. It was also weird though, because it seemed like Getsy was less afraid to take shots down the field with Tyson Bagent than he was with Fields. A tough look today for our offensive coordinator, who at one point called the same screen pass 3 plays in a row. I think Matt Eberflus had this defense playing much better today though. They came up with some big stops, and both of our new linebackers, TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, were making plays today. The secondary looked much better with Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson back as well. Eddie Jackson only played for a portion of the game, and then he was held out the remainder. Eberflus said he was okay and could have returned, but they wanted to take it easy on him. The Bears blew this one plain and simple. It's hard to give the Vikings much credit when they only scored 12 points on offense and almost lost to an undrafted rookie QB. If that interception wasn't underthrown, DJ Moore is wide open for a touchdown, and the Bears would have had the lead late in the fourth quarter. If Getsy would have done nothing but called runs there, Foreman might have marched right into the end zone and ran out the remainder of the clock, but Getsy chose a really weird time to get aggressive on first down with an undrafted rookie in at QB, and it resulted in a game-ending interception, yet another costly mistake by our offensive coordinator. On top of that, the Vikings really cost themselves a shot at Caleb Williams next year, and I do not believe they have any shot at making the playoffs this season. The Bears would have won this game if Fields didn't get hurt, in my opinion. Nothing against Bagent. I love the dude and I'm rooting for him, but he simply wasn't ready to get thrown into a game against Brian Flores' ran defense. He showed some flashes and got rid of the ball quickly, but his arm strength has to be questioned after watching him try to throw downfield and putting up an absolute duck. If Fields is out long term, I think it would really hurt this team's chances of winning. I understand Bagent does some things well, and he moved the ball well at times against this Vikings prevent defense, but realistically, I think our chances of winning football games without Justin Fields at quarterback takes a serious hit. This team is starting to turn a corner. We've seen the offense have back-to-back great performances, and today we saw the defense step up after helping get the win last week. Losing our quarterback is the last thing we need right now, and I'm just trying to remain hopeful that he can play next week and that he's okay going forward. The Raiders' defense is awful, and we definitely have a chance to win next week, Even if Fields misses the game, Bagent has a chance against that team. On top of that, the Panthers lost today, and if the season ended right now, we would own the number 1 and number 2 picks in next year's NFL draft. However, I do want to point out that it's far from a guarantee that we will end up with the number 1 pick. So all of that Caleb Williams talk is premature. On top of that, anyone who's watched Caleb the last 2 weeks can tell that he's not the answer that this team needs right now. We need better play calling and better play in the trenches, both on the offensive and defensive lines. To me, the best case scenario is still attacking the trenches, but we'll have all offseason to talk about our future. The focus right now is on Justin Fields' health and next week's game against another very beatable opponent, the Las Vegas Raiders. This loss was tough. We were playing a Vikings team that simply is not that good, and they were without their star wide receiver, Justin Jefferson. Our offense was completely stagnant the entire first half. We had 10 days and a mini bye week to prepare for this game, and our offense did not look like they were prepared to face the defense that blitzes more than anyone else in the National Football League. Brian Flores loves to blitz, but our offense did not seem like they were ready to be blitzed that much. It was a giant head scratcher to me. I continue to have serious questions about Luke Getsy, especially after this one. You can't have a game plan this flat after having 10 days to prepare. He got our quarterback killed and cost us the game today. There's a significant difference in the NFL when it comes to going 1-5 or 2-4. 2-4 teams have a 10% chance to make the playoffs. That's not very good, but 10% is still a chance, and if a team gets hot, they have a chance to turn it around and make the playoffs. But for teams that start 1-5, only 3 teams in the last 25 years have made the playoffs. So our chances have dropped significantly, and Justin Fields' injury only adds to that. I actually have a bit more news on the Justin Fields injury update. Jay Glazer reported that it was a dislocated thumb. He reported that the Bears popped his thumb back into place and then proceeded to take an MRI. He said that after that, Fields was having trouble gripping the ball, and they're basically checking for ligament damage with the MRI, hoping this isn't a serious injury and that Fields can get back onto the field very soon. I'll be checking this one out in the film room. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Remember to hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.
Do right, Jay. Hey. Hey, good work today, baby. Let's keep going. Here we go. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3.